use pork fat instead of using pork chop, because normally pork fat is more tender than a pork chop. And as you can see, there's no bones on it, unlike the pork chop, they have bones sometimes. So it's better to use pork fat. Cut it around half-inch, slice around half-inch, and cut it around this big. Let me get a good size. This one. Cut it around like this. Next is we have to prepare breadcrumbs, around 1 cup of breadcrumbs in 1 plate. And of course, we also have all-purpose flour, around half a cup. We are going to beat around 5 eggs.
Meanwhile,
we will fry the tilapia until it becomes golden brown or light golden brown. And after that, we will have to prepare tomatoes and red onions, or you can use yellow onion, whatever type of onion you have at home. So we will season it with patis, and we will add black pepper and a little bit of magic syrup. Yes. And of course, let's add the magic syrup. We will also add around half of a lemon or calamansi. Here you go. We have small lemon, so we're using the whole lemon because it's too small.
a few moments later.
For our tonkatsu to be more tastier, let's add a little bit of a black pepper. Normally, when the Japanese makes it, they don't put anything. They just dredge it on the flour and the egg and panko. But I want it to be a little bit tastier, so let's add garlic powder, and then a little bit of magic sarap, of course, hindi papahuli. And then let's add some salt, just a little bit, because we're gonna make the tonkatsu sauce later on, and that will make it tasty. And of course, a little bit of mirin to make it tender, more tender. Okay. So let's mix them together until it sinks in all the spices. And then after mixing them, let's let it sit for around 5 minutes before we dredge into the egg, flour, and panko. So we will now dredge the meat into the egg first, and then on the flour. You can use any type of all-purpose flour. And then once it's coated, dredge them on the egg again. And now on our panko, the final one. Yes, and after that, you can set them aside. There you go. just want to make sure that it's fully covered. If you think you want more panko on it, you can dredge them twice on the egg and then dredge again with the panko. So that's going to be fully covered.
Meanwhile,
So for our pinaputok na tilapia, this is the good color, good color, or the perfect color whenever we going to garnish them. Garnish, not garnish, but put on the spices and the vegetables like kamatis, sibuyas. So what I use is a round dahon ng saging because I don't have the square one ready, and I have the aluminum foil underneath just to make sure that it will cover thoroughly. So we will now add the vegetables that we prepared, yung ating palaman. So we have to lay that in here. Lay it. So let's go all over the face, not the face but the fish. All right. Now we are going to add the fish. Here you go. And we will add more vegetable on the top of the fish, just like this. We will now cover it. Uy, bitin. With the aluminum foil. So it seems like the aluminum foil is not enough. Kaya we'll cover it with another. One. So
Stop.
let's use this. And now this is ready for frying. We will fry it again one more time for a few minutes para maluto yung mga gulay so that this can be cooked and ready for serving. So this is the tilapia that I wrapped with banana leaves and with the vegetables inside. Meron po siyang kamatis, sibuyas. We also have, and we seasoned it with paminta or black pepper, patis, and magic sarap. Alright, there we go. We'll fry that for around 1 to 2 minutes again. We will fry it for around 1 minute each side para maluto pa ng konti yung kamatis at sibuyas. So our tonkatsu is now ready for frying. We're just waiting for the oil to get warm, or we're just heating the oil. Okay, so we will now fry it. Deep fry. It's better to fry them one at a time, or just add another piece whenever it's kind of cooked halfway. There you go. Here's now the first batch of my tonkatsu. Pork nga, that's why it's tonkatsu.